Hi, you guys. Good evening. It's about 8:20 this evening. I was just looking at the clock over there. And anyway, I'm watching this thing on Nostradamus. 10 most terrifying prophecies for 2025. You must know. And you know what? I'm just gonna click it on here.
We discuss in detail the possible uprising of artificial intelligence.
Artificial intelligence
machines might
rising.
decide not to follow our orders anymore, causing global chaos. Understand the implications of this uprising and how it could affect our daily lives, from controlling electricity to the internet.
Anyway, if you look up Nostradamus warned the most terrifying prophecies for 2025, and I just want you to know that, hey, you know what, I love you. I try to do the best I can where I can. I didn't know I was going to be pulled into such a thing.
Although it is unclear exactly which year Nostradamus referred to, he suggests that the rapid advancement of AI
it's going to go right up here.
could lead to a scenario where machines, robots, and algorithms
Nostradamus.
develop
You know what? I'm not a Nostradamus fan. I've heard like Pat Urian, my friend up there, Chehalis, Washington. That was always betting against the United States of America, and he was a conflict of interest. But you know what? I wish Pat well.
Could refer to growing tensions and conflicts between major world powers.
It's like Elvis Presley. I'm caught in a trap and I can't walk out, and it's just the truth. But here it talks about Donald Trump here in a second. I thought it was just going to pull up.
The return of Donald Trump.
The return of Donald Trump.
Is it possible that the fate of one of the most controversial political figures of our time was predicted nearly a century ago by a famous prophet? As the 2025 U.S. presidential election comes to the final journey, Casey's predictions might hold important clues for us to understand what lies ahead for America.
Well, I'm right here, and I would love to help you guys. You know what? I tried to help people
they are a
where
lens
I can.
through which we can
And I will
reassess
tell
the
you
present and contemplate the
that
future.
me and Donald Trump's on
November
a complete
2025 is
collision
fast
course.
approaching.
You
and
go
the political
A through
atmosphere
Z,
in the U.S.
and
is becoming more intense than ever
through Z
as the
this
world
way,
awaits the
vice
outcome
versa,
of the presidential
1
election.
through 26, 1
The
through
sleeping
26,
prophet
vice
made
versa.
his predictions while in a
Donald J.
trance-like
Trump's
state.
initials, John
During these
Thomas
sessions,
Wright's
he
initials,
spoke of a
and
leader
you'll find
who would
there's a
emerge
parallel
during
there
a time of great
between
turmoil,
me and him.
a figure who
telling
would
you,
challenge the status
it's all
quo
true.
and bring about change.
And I'm
According
here
to
as a
this
witness.
prophet,
I'm here for you
this
and with
leader
you.
would be a person of great influence, someone who would disrupt.
He would disrupt everyone, cause goddamn trouble.
The status quo and cause societal polarization. When we consider these prophecies in the context of Donald Trump, the similarities are striking. This leader as someone coming from an unexpected background, not a traditional politician, but an outsider with a strong and controversial personality.
Me versus Donald Trump.
This description fits Donald Trump perfectly. A man who rose as
I
an
voted for him the
unconventional
first
figure
time
in
around in
politics. From his
2016,
background
and
as
when
a
I
real
seen
estate
what he did,
tycoon
I
and
didn't do it
reality
again.
TV
And
star,
he was the first
to his
person.
surprising victory in the 2016 election. Trump has consistently defied norms
No, I
and
think I
expectations.
voted for Bill Clinton.
Casey also spoke of the impact this leader would
Donald
have
Trump
on the nation,
and
predicting a period of
his
significant
house.
change and upheaval.
Come on.
Under Trump's administration, the U.S. has experienced a lot. Moreover, Casey's predictions often included references to economic and global changes.
Here it has a
He
picture of
foresaw a
spiritual
time
thing
when
where
the giant
Christ
would
and
face financial
like
challenges,
this,
but also
and Yahweh
opportunities for
Messiah,
economic
Yeshua,
transformation.
Yahweh
Another
Messiah.
prophecy in the book of Revelation,
of the Lord,
Revelation
there are
13,
no
5-7, describes a powerful leader with great influence facing significant opposition. The beast was given a mouth to utter proud words and blasphemies,
That's Mr.
and
Trump.
to exercise its authority for 42 months. It opened its mouth to blaspheme God and to slander his name and his dwelling place and those who live in heaven. It was given power to wage war against God's holy people and to conquer them. Although this character is often understood in an eschatological context, the image of a controversial leader speaking strong words
I
and
once
facing
thought I
fierce
was the
resistance
Antichrist
has
because
many
of what was
parallels to
happening
Trump's
in
time
that
in
house
office.
at 1007
Of course,
7th Street,
Edgar
Camas,
Casey's
Washington.
speculations were not
Susan
intended to specifically
J.
name
Donahoe.
Donald Trump.
She thinks she's little
All the information
Jesus
is merely
backwards.
meant to offer you a different perspective
And he's got
on this
this,
powerful man
it shows
who has
his
influenced
bandage
America.
here.
As we approach the elections, this prediction becomes relevant. We need to observe how events unfold and be
They're
prepared
saying
for the
he's the
possible
Antichrist
implications.
right here. And
Trump's
I'm telling
return
you, he's the
can bring both
Antichrist.
opportunities and challenges, and the whole world will be watching every
And I would know, because I'm the Lord.
The rise of China. A confrontation around China is something that many geopolitical experts and journalists have started to see in the changing
I'm watching
dynamics
history
and
before
rise of
my
China
eyes.
as a global power.
I watch
In the past,
prophecy
China has
fulfilled.
showcased its brute force several times in regions around
I'm
the
allowed
South
to
China
look at
Sea
things
and
and see
Taiwan,
things
most of them
differently
through
than you guys.
its naval ships.
But I assure you, I
Analysts
am just
believe this may
a
allude
normal
to the
person like one
escalating
of you
conflict
guys
in
that just
Asia,
kind of
with
uses
China involving NATO countries, potentially leading to a violent military conflict or an all-out war.
ethics.
Nostradamus also predicted something similar to this centuries ago. In one of his quatrains, he wrote about combat and naval battle. He said that the red adversary will become pale with fear, putting the great ocean in dread. Some think that the red adversary could be referring to China. The current focal point of global concern is the rise of China as a dominant force. It's interesting to note that some of Nostradamus's prophecies may have referenced this emerging trend shortly. Nostradamus states in a verse that opens with a vision of battle and maritime warfare that the red adversary will become pale with fear, putting the great ocean in dread. Scholars are busy decoding whether red adversary refers to communist China and whether the remaining quatrain would suggest a naval conflict. Mars mission. Perhaps the name Michel de Notre Dame is hardly known, but if we talk about Nostradamus, things change. This 16th century Frenchman is still relevant because of his prophecies and
Then
his
they're talking about
accuracy
Mars and
regarding
we got
current
Elon
events
Musk
5
and they're talking
centuries
about
after he
landing
wrote
on
them
Mars
down.
and putting
According
people out
to
there too.
Nostradamus, the
Well,
celestial fire would descend
anyway,
upon a regal
my name's
edifice
John Thomas
coinciding with the
I'm
extinguishing
the Holy
of the
Father's
light
son.
of Mars. The
And
Frenchman
you have
said
a great day and
that
I
this
wish you
year
well.
there was going to be
Please
a
read
light
the Bible,
failure
do what
on
you can where you
Mars,
can,
a
be
somewhat
good.
mysterious
Don't
message,
raise your
as
hand
is
against
often the case with
law enforcement
Nostradamus,
communities.
but which is nonetheless
And if they tell
disturbing.
you something,
He
goddamn
adds
do
that
it because they're probably
celestial
trying to
fire
save
will
your fucking
appear when the
lives.
lights go out
You
on
have a nice
Mars.
day, you guys.
Not only Nostradamus, but the Simpsons also have
And
a
if they're not
prediction about
upstanding,
Mars.
people are going to have to
This
goddamn
time
deal with
is
it
the
at the
light
end of their
on
fucking
Mars.
lives. And I mean that.
On March
I look
13,
forward to working with
2016,
people, but I
episode
don't like
16 of
people
The
that don't like
Simpsons.
to work with
Having
people.
bad
And you have a
feet, your
great day.
self-esteem suffers.
Thank you for your wonderful
I went
time.
to clear choice. Now I don't fear
Bye-bye.
talking to